my scrappy friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Happy International Scrapbooking Day. I hope you're able to join in the festivities all around the community. I know there are tons of stuff online. This spread that you are watching me do is a mixed media traveler's notebook spread, and this is for the challenge that I am hosting over at the Scrap Gals Facebook group. They asked me to be a part of their festivities, and of course I said yes because I absolutely love them. And so I made that mood board that you seen at the beginning, and right now you are watching me just use a watercolor pen that has the water in it and just some acrylic paint, and I am doodling this checker print. It's not as uniform as like a gingham or a plaid, but it's in that same family, I guess, right? I wanted to mirror, there is a picture on the mood board that had something similar, and I wanted to mirror it. I mean, one way that you could do this if you don't like doing mixed media is you could take an image that you found on Pinterest and just print it off, save it to your computer and print it off either as a picture, or you could print it off on cardstock or extra thick printer like paper that's more of a matte paper. And then you could just glue that right in, and then you don't have to worry about getting your page all funky. Though this is a Real Midori book and insert, and its pages are really thin, but it took really well with the acrylic paint. So I didn't go crazy and use an awful lot of mixed media on it. This is what I did, and then I just added some checks to, or plus signs to the other side. You'll see me do that in a minute. I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing. Taking forever because I only put this on slow motion, like 2. I usually do my videos on 4. Not that it really matters to you guys, so I will keep going. I have the morning. My challenge is in the morning, so if you head over to the Scrap Gals Facebook group, you will be able to join in with tons of other amazing ladies who are sharing their layouts and their videos and challenges, and it's just going to be a lot of fun over there. So I hope you can join us. I'll be over there, and I'll be over a couple other places too, so just kind of floating around doing tons of challenges. I'm hoping to get a few extra layouts besides some other stuff that I want to work on too, and maybe even get some one little or week in the life type of stuff done. So here I am working on stage 2 of this spread, which is also inspired, like I said, by that mood board that I made, and it has some different bold prints, it has some watercolors, it has some coffee and travel themey stuff, and some beach stuff because I just like the beach and I just love Hawaii, so I try to sneak that stuff in there if I can. So you see me just stamp that image out, and it's not perfect, and I don't mind that it isn't. If I wanted it perfect, I would have just cleaned off my stamp really well, but that stamp was designed by Amy Tan when she went to Hawaii to do some classes. She's been there quite a few times, and I was lucky enough to take a few classes. I think I went twice. Yeah, I went twice. And got to take a couple of different classes with her, and it was really fun, and she designed these palm stamps, and it's a whole set. She has a set for each time that she went. I believe there's 3 or 4, and she's done some from some other places that she's went as well. So now I'm just doing some splatters. I was thinking about using my brush a little bit more and just mushing it around because I like that look too, but I decided I really just liked it just like this, and it's super easy. It's just really easy way to add some mixed media to your page if you don't want it to be really crazy. And then I just cut them out. So I'm just adding some watercolors from my palette, which are really, really matte. So I found when I was cutting it off that the paint was kind of coming off. So you just want to make sure that you have a mat down on your desk that you don't mind getting all dirty. And then I'm just going to take some of that Stampin' Up! Ink and use the woohoo, and I'm gonna cut that. Well, you see it now, it's cut out, and I cut out all the leaves. I didn't have you guys watch that part. And then I'm just gonna use these as embellishments, and this is a really fun way to add something simple to your traveler's notebooks without having to spend a ton of extra money for special traveler's notebook stuff. Even though who doesn't like to buy stuff? I know I do. But it is a really good way to use your stamps, and you can layer them and add pop dots, or you can just put them down with glue or staple them down like I'm doing. I'm just doing a whole bunch of little different things because I really want dimension on this page, and I want it just to be fun. So I'm just playing around with different heights and ways that I can put the leaves on. And I'm thinking about different areas that I'm going to want to add stuff, because I know I want a spot for journaling, I want a spot for my photo, and then I want a spot for like a little just fun embellishment cluster that really has nothing on it. So I'm taking some papers and layering them. It's not going to be precise or even. It's just going to be so you see different sides of the paper. And I really liked that pink strip up at the top, so I'm going to add the other part because it's just the strip from where it's in the pad. And this is just a 6x6 pad from the Oasis collection, which I absolutely love. And some of the watercolor on the inspiration board kind of reminded me of this, so that's why I pulled this collection out. I haven't used it yet, so it was really exciting. And I have that picture of that gecko on there. It's kind of hard to see him because he matches right in with the wood. And so that block that I just made right there with the fronds, the palm fronds, that's really hard to say. Try to say that 5 times fast. I knew I wanted to do my journaling on there. I thought that would be really fun. Well, right now I'm thinking, oh, maybe I'll put my picture there. And then I decide, no, I definitely want my journaling there. So I'm going to just kind of play around, add an extra leaf there to the other side so I can put something. I thought about putting some extra leaves, and I'm just going to stick with the one and then just layer in some other stuff. So this was really, really fun to just kind of take this inspiration piece and this mood board and just find things that it reminded me of. It doesn't have to be perfect whenever you're using a mood board. You can just pick and choose little elements that you see. If seeing a picture makes you think of something, which when I seen some of the pictures, it just kind of made me think of a story that I wanted to tell, which actually has nothing to do with the mood board or really this collection. I mean, except for that it's in Hawaii. But I wanted to tell the story, or tell about how in Hawaii, when we lived there, there's tons of geckos all over the place, and how they used to live in our garbage can. And I don't have a picture of the geckos coming out of the garbage can because, to tell you the truth, who really wants to see a picture of your garbage can? I mean, I don't really. So I took this other picture that I took of some geckos from a walk that we did going to Waimea Falls on Oahu, and because that's the island that we lived on. And so I'm going to tell the story about how when I lived in Hawaii, we would go and take the garbage out, and the geckos would just race out of the can, and they jump on you or jump on the ground. I mean, they like went crazy when you opened it up, because a lot of times they'd be on the top of the lid. And it could be quite scary, not scary as in like horror movie scary, but scary as in it startles you scary because it takes a while for you to realize that that's going to happen every single time. So now that we're in Washington and we've been gone for a year, I still am doing this. I'm still opening up the can expecting to see like 5 geckos come jumping out at me. And so it's quite funny, and it really has, like I said, nothing to do with that photo except for that it's a gecko. But I really wanted to tell this because it's something that I probably will forget in the next couple years, because after a while I'll forget exactly that feeling of geckos jumping out at me. And I love the geckos, so but it just startles you. So I'm just, yeah. So I really wanted to tell that, and I added that little card pocket from Simple Stories. It's a perfect place to add a story like this because it has a little bit more space, and you can just tuck in the card and take it out. If you want to read the whole story, you can just look at the pretty page, because I don't mind just having a pretty page either. I mean, you want your page to look pretty, don't you? I know I do. So I hope you guys are inspired to take this challenge and to head over to the Scrap Gals, because like I said, they have tons of challenges today. I'm super excited to go over there and see what the other ladies have created and stuff, and I'm just adding some last bits of stickers and stuff, just kind of balancing it out, trying to have some similar things in each little section, and just adding some fun elements. I think that that makes your pages just a little fun. And these traveler's notebooks are just so fun. Oh, if you haven't tried them yet, you need to get on the bandwagon because they're really fun. It's just fun to tell like these kinds of stories that maybe you didn't want to do a whole layout about, but you want to document it and have something fun. And yeah. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. I hope you're able to scrapbook your heart away and join in as many challenges as you can and make a whole bunch of layouts. And I will see you guys later. Bye.